Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel on Engineering Mathematics by Dr. Navneet. Friends, in this video lecture we are going to learn the concept which is called as scalar potential. That means how to find the scalar potential when given vector field is irrotational. Also we are going to learn the concept how to find the work done of vector point function. So before starting with the example based on this concept, let me first introduce you the concept, the meaning of irrotational vector field. Then we are learning the concept of how to find the scalar potential. That formula we are learning, and we are also learning the formula for finding the work done. So friends, let me first define the concept of curl. So let f bar, which is defined as f1i plus f2z plus f3k, be any vector point function. Then its curl is denoted by curl of f bar, which is also written as del cross f bar, and which is defined as this determinant having first row as ijk as unit vector, then partial derivative with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z, and the value of f1, f2, f3. So these are the components of the given vector point function. So such a vector field is called as curl of f bar. Then if the value of curl of f bar is 0, then this vector field is called as irrotational. That means when the value of this determinant is equal to 0, then this vector field f bar is called as irrotational, or some people may call this as conservative vector field. So this is the definition of curl and irrotational vector field. Now friends, next concept is that how to find the scalar potential of a function. Then the formula for obtaining the scalar potential phi of an irrotational field f bar is given by d phi is equal to f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. Then the value of this scalar potential phi is obtained by the integration of f1 dx. While taking the integration of this function f1, that means this is the first component. While taking the integration of this term, so take the value of y and z as constant. Then integration of f2 dy, that means take the value of second component. While finding the integration of this second component, take the value of z as constant, and only choose those value from this value of f2 where the terms are free from x. Then the value of f3 dx, that means this is the third component, its integration with respect to z, and while taking the value of f3, only to take those values where terms are free from x and y. So this is the formula for obtaining the scalar potential of an irrotational vector field. Now friends, next concept is how to find the work done. So work done in moving an object from the point P to Q is an irrotational field, and which is obtained with the formula phi P to Q. That means find out the value of scalar potential phi between the point P and Q. So this is also written as integration of f bar dr with the curve C, which is equal to work done, which is the value of scalar potential between the point P and Q. So based on this theory part, we are solving the example. Now let's take the first example. So friends, here the first example is prove that vector field is given as f bar, which is defined as 2xy plus z cube I plus x square j plus 3x z square k is conservative. So our first aim is to prove that this vector field is conservative. So to prove that this is conservative, let me show that. So cross product of del cross f bar or curl of f bar is equal to 0. So that is the first meaning of question. Then now find its scalar potential. To find the scalar potential means use this formula for obtaining the scalar potential, and work done. So for finding the work done, again use this formula. So let's solve this example. So let's first show that vector field is irrotational. So we are first showing that vector field is irrotational. So we know that f bar is conservative if the value of del cross f bar is equal to 0 or curl of f bar is equal to 0 according to this remark. So let's find out the value of del cross f bar, which is defined as, so this is the value of del cross f bar, which is defined as I time partial derivative with respect to x of the value of f1. So here if we compare the value of f bar, which is f1i plus f2j plus f3k with this equation, then this is the value of f1, this is the value of f2, and this is the value of f3. So here value of f1 is 2xy plus z cube, then j partial derivative with respect to y of this is x square, then k partial derivative with respect to z of this is 3x z square. Now our aim is to find out the value of this determinant. So if we try to solve this determinant, then this is I time. So if we take the partial derivative of this term with respect to y, then y term is absent, that means its partial derivative is 0, minus take the partial derivative of this term with respect to z, here z term is absent, that means its derivative is 0, minus j, then we can take the partial derivative of this term with respect to x, which is 3z square, minus again take the partial derivative of this term with respect to z, so this derivative is again 3z square, plus k time. Now friends, while solving this determinant, take the derivative of this term with respect to x, which is 2x, minus take the derivative of this term with respect to y, which is again 2x. So here, so this value is 0i plus this is again 0j plus this is again 0k, which is 0 bar. So that means if the value of del cross f bar is equal to 0, so this shows that according to this remark, the value of del cross f bar, which is curl of f bar, is 0, then such a vector field is called as irrotational or conservative. So as the value of del cross f bar is equal to 0, so this implies that f bar is conservative. So this implies that f bar is conservative. So this is the answer related to the first question. Now friends, here second question is that find its scalar potential. So to find the scalar potential, so as f bar is conservative, then there exists scalar potential, phi such that f bar is equal to del phi. Then how to find the value of phi? Where the value of this phi is equal to integration of f1 dx. So according to this formula, we can obtain the value of phi, where in the first integration y and z is constant, plus integration of f2 dy. In the second integration, z is constant and terms are free from x, plus here this is integration of f3 dz. So in this integration, terms are free from x and y. So this is the formula for obtaining the scalar potential of function. So if we put the value here, then this is integration of, so value of f1. So value of f1 is 2xy plus z cube. So we can write this as 2xy plus z cube. So in this integration, y and z is constant into dx. So into dx, this is the value, plus friends, write down the value of f2. So this is the value of f2, but here while writing the value of f2, so choose only those terms so which are free from x, but here only x term is available, so there is no term which is free from x. So we can take this integration as 0 dy plus integration, again this is the value of f3 where the terms are free from x and y. That means from this f3 value, choose only those terms which are free from x and y. So there is no term which is free from x and y. So that's why this integration is also 0. So if we try to find the integration of this term, then we get the value of phi, which is defined as, so here y and z is constant, so we can write this as 2 integration of x is x square upon 2. So this y as it is plus this z cube as it is, but this is the term which is constant z cube into integration of 1 is x then this is the value of integration. Moreover, we can write this as x square y plus x z cube. So this is the value of scalar potential. So that is the answer which is related to the find the scalar potential of a function. Now friends, next part is to find out the work done of a particle which are moving between the point. So this is the first point and this is the second point. Let's call this as the value of P and let's call this as the value of Q. So I will just first clear this. So let's assume that, so here the value of P is, so let's assume the value of P is equal to, this is 1 minus 2 1 and the value of point Q is 3 1 and 4. Therefore work done, therefore our aim is to find out the work done, and according to this formula, so work done is the value of scalar potential phi between the point P and Q. So here already we know the value of phi which is x square y plus this is x z cube and its value between the point, so value of this scalar potential between P and Q. So this is the value of P which is 1 minus 2 1 and value of Q is 3 1 and 4. So just put the particular value for x y z between these 2 points. So we can write this as so for the first point, if we put the value of Q, then we get the value of x is equal to 3, y is equal to 1, z is equal to 4. So here this is 3 square which is 9 into 1. So this is the first value. Then plus this is 3 into this is 4 z cube. That means this is 4 into 4 into 4. 64. So we can write this as 64. So this is the value of first point P minus, just write also value of second point P. So in again put the value of x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 2 and z is equal to 1 for this equation. So we get this as 1 into minus 2 then plus this is 1 into this is 1 cube is 1. So now just find out the value of this term. So we get this as 9 plus this is 64 into 3. So we can write this as 192. So this is 192. Then this is for the first term minus, so this value is minus 2 plus 1 and finally we get this as 101. So 201 plus this is minus 1 and minus plus 1, so answer is 202. So we can call this as unit. So in this way we can easily find out the value of work done of a given vector point function. So that means for finding the work done, only find the value of scalar potential and find the value of this scalar potential between the point P and Q. So you will get such type of work done of the given vector point function. So friends, this is the first example. Now let's take the second example. Now friends, second example is a vector field is given by f bar which is x square plus x y square I plus y square plus x square y into z. So third term having the coefficient of vector along z axis is absent. Then show that f bar is irrotational. To show that f bar is irrotational, that means show that del cross f bar is 0 or curl of f bar is 0, and then afterwards find out the scalar potential. So we know that for irrotational, so value of del cross f bar is equal to 0. That means our first aim is to show that the value of del cross f bar is equal to 0. So if we try to find this value, then del cross f bar is equal to, this is I partial derivative with respect to x of, then this is f1 j partial derivative with respect to y, this is f2 k partial derivative with respect to z of, this is f3. So our aim is to show that this value is 0. Now just put the value, so we can write this as I, then partial derivative with respect to x of f1. So here the value of f1 is, if we compare f1 I plus f2 j plus f3 k, so then value of f1 is here, so this is x square plus x y square, then j partial derivative with respect to y of this is y square plus x square y, then k partial derivative with respect to z of, so here the coefficient of unit vector along z axis is not available, that means this coefficient is 0. Then our aim is to show that this is irrotational, that means show that the value of this determinant is 0. So if we try to evaluate this, then we get this as I time. So take the derivative of 0 with respect to y, which is 0, minus take the derivative of this term with respect to z. So here z term is absent and we are taking partial derivative where x and y is constant, that's why this is also 0. Minus j, now friends take the partial derivative of this 0 with respect to x, which is 0, minus take the partial derivative of this term with respect to z, again here z term is absent, so partial derivative with respect to z is 0, plus k, then take the partial derivative of this term with respect to x, so its derivative with respect to x is 2xy, here y is constant, minus take the partial derivative of this term with respect to y, again x is constant in this term, so its partial derivative is 2xy. Now friends, here this is we can write this as 0i plus 0j, so then this term will get cancelled and we get this as 0k, that means we get the value of 0. So as the value of del cross f bar is equal to 0, so this implies that f bar is, so here request is irrotational, so this implies that f bar is irrotational. So this is the answer which is related to the first question. Now friends, find out its scalar potential. So for scalar potential, we know the formula. So this is the formula for scalar potential. So we can write this as phi integration of f1 dx. For the first integration, y and z is constant, plus integration of f2 dy. So in this integration, z is constant and terms are free from x. Then next is plus f3 dz. So this integration is f3 dz. So here terms are free from x and y. Now friends, just put the value. So here we get this as integration of f1. So this is the value of f1, which is x square plus x y square dx. Now in this integration, y and z are constant, plus integration then f2 dy. While taking the value of f2, choose only those values which are free from x. So this is the value of f2, choose only those value which is free from x. So in this second term x is available, so avoid this term. So only y square term is there, so we can write this as y square dy plus so there is no term having unit vector which is along z axis, that means this term is 0 into dz. Then we can integrate this term so that we get this integration as, so this is x cube upon 3 plus this is x square y square upon 2. So because y is constant, integration of x is x square by 2, then plus this is again y cube by 3. So this is the value of phi. In this way we can easily get the value of scalar potential phi. So this is the question which is related to vector field f bar, which is given by this term. Now this is the second example. Now friends, let's take the third example. Now friends, third example is a vector field f bar is given as y time sin z minus sin xi plus x sin z plus 2yz j plus xy cos z plus y square k. So our first question is that prove that it is irrotational, that means show that curl of this term is equal to 0, and second question is that find out its scalar potential. So we know that so value of del cross f bar is equal to 0, and this implies that f bar is irrotational. So that is, we have to find the value of del cross f bar, and our aim is to show that this value is equal to 0. So let's first try to find the value of del cross f bar, which is I time partial derivative with respect to x of f1, z time partial derivative with respect to y of f2, k time partial derivative with respect to z of f3. So which is equal to, this is I time partial derivative with respect to x of. So here friends, the value of f1 is y time, this is sin z minus sin x, then this is z time partial derivative with respect to y of, then f2 value which is x sin z plus 2y z, then k time partial derivative with respect to z of, this is xy cos z plus y square. Now our next aim is friends to show that this determinant is equal to 0. So that's why first evaluate this determinant. So we get this as I time. Now take the derivative of this function with respect to y. So here while taking derivative with respect to y, x and z are constant. So we can write this as x time cos z plus 2y. So derivative of this y with respect to y is 1 and derivative of this y square is 2y. So this is the first term minus, now take the derivative of this function, this term with respect to z. So here derivative of cos is, derivative of sin is cos, so we can write this as x time cos of z plus this is 2y, because derivative of z with respect to z is 1. So this is the first term. Then minus z. Now friends, take the derivative of this function with respect to x, which is y cos z, minus again take the derivative of this function with respect to z, which is y time cos of z, plus this is k time. Now take the derivative of this function with respect to x, which is sin of z, minus derivative of this function with respect to y, which is again sin of z. Now here friends, we get this as, this is plus, this is minus, this is again plus, this is minus. So because of this minus sign, so we get this as 0i plus this term is 0, so these two will get cancelled, plus this is 0k, because these two term will get cancelled. So that means we get the value of this term as 0. So as the value of del cross f bar is equal to 0, so this implies that f bar is irrotational. So this implies that given vector field is irrotational, and that is the aim of our first question, to prove that this is irrotational. Now friends, second question is that to find the value of scalar potential. So for scalar potential, so formula is phi, where this is the value, phi is equal to f1 dx. So in the first integration, y and z is constant, plus second integration f2 dy. So here the term z is constant and term is free from x, plus next integration of f3 dz. So here terms are free from x and y. So this is the formula for finding the scalar potential. Now just put the value here, value of f1 dx. So value of f1 is y time sin z minus this is sin of x dx. In the first integration, this y and z is constant, plus integration of f2. So this is the value of f2, but while taking the value of f2, choose only those terms which are free from x. So here x is available, that means we have to drop this term. So next term is free from x, which is 2yz. So again for this integration, z is constant, plus integration of. So this is the value of f3, but from this value of f3, choose only those terms which are free from x and y. So here x and y is available, that means drop this term. So again here x and y is y square is available, that means y term is available. So that means there is no term which is free from x and y, so 0 term is there. So now just find out the integration of this term. So we get this as y. So now friends, here please try to understand that y and z is constant. So we can write this as y into sin z, which is constant as it is. So integration of 1 is x, with respect to x is 1. Then minus integration of this cos term, integration of cos is minus sin. So with this minus 1 has become plus cos of x plus we can write this as here, this is 2 y square upon 2 into z, so 2 will get cancelled and this z is constant. So this is the value of scalar potential for the vector field which is given by this function. So this is the third example. Now let's take the second last example, fourth one. Now friends, fourth and second last question of this video lecture is prove that the vector field which is defined as z square plus 2x plus 3yi plus 3x plus 2y plus zj plus y plus 2zxk is irrotational. That means show that their cross product or curl is 0, and after that find out the scalar potential. So we know that the value of del cross f bar is equal to 0, so this implies that f bar is irrotational. So this is the definition of irrotational. That means show that this cross product is equal to 0. That means first find out the value of del cross f bar, which is given as I time partial derivative with respect to x of f1, z time partial derivative with respect to y of f2, k time partial derivative with respect to z f3. Now just put the value, so we can write this as I time partial derivative with respect to x. So according to this formula we write this determinant. So now value of f1, so value of f1 is z square plus 2x plus 3y, then z time partial derivative with respect to y of, this is 3x plus 2y plus z, then k time partial derivative with respect to z of y plus 2zx. Now to find out the value of this determinant and to show that this determinant is equal to 0. So if we try to evaluate this, then we get this as I, then take the partial derivative of this term with respect to y, while taking partial derivative x and z is constant, so its derivative is 1, minus take the derivative of this term with respect to z, which is 1 minus j, then take the derivative of this term with respect to x, which is 2z, minus derivative of this term with respect to z, which is again 2z, plus k time. So take the derivative of this term with respect to y, which is 3, minus derivative of this term with respect to x, which is 3. That means this is 1 minus 1 is 0, this term is 0, and this is also 0. That means 0i plus 0j plus 0k, that means this is 0 vector. So as the value of del cross f bar is equal to 0, so this implies that f bar is irrotational. So this implies that f bar is irrotational. Now friends, next question is to find out the scalar potential. So now for scalar potential, so formula is phi is equal to integration of f1 dx. In the first integration, y and z is constant, plus integration of f2 dy. So here z is constant and terms is free from x, plus this is integration of f3 dz. Again here friends, term is free from x and y. So we can put the value for this term, integration of f1. So this is the value of f1, which is z square plus 2x plus 3y dx. In the first integration, y and z is constant, plus integration of f2. So value of f2 is this term, but choose only those terms which are free from x. So that means this is the term which is not free from x, avoid this term. So then this is 2y plus z into dy. Again here the value of z is constant, plus integration. So while taking the value of this f3, choose only those terms which are free from x and y. So this is the term having y. So this is the term having x value. So that means there is no term which is free from x and y. So this is 0 then dz. So now friends, please try to evaluate this integration with respect to x, where y and z is constant. So we can write this as z square as it is, then integration of 1 is x, then this is plus 2, integration of x is x square by 2, plus this is 3 as it is, then this y is constant into x, plus again friends, for finding this integration, here the value of z is constant. So now we can write this as 2y square upon 2 plus this is z square up, sorry, this is z which is constant, so we can write this as yz. So this is the value of scalar potential phi. Now this is the fourth example. Let's take the last example of this video lecture, which is fifth one. Now friends, the last example of this video lecture is if a vector field f bar is defined as x plus 2y plus azi plus bx minus 3y minus zj plus 4x plus cy plus 2zk is irrotational. So that means we have to show that this is irrotational. Find the value of constant ABC and work done in moving a particle between the point, this is 1 2 minus 4 and 3 2 2 along the straight line joining this point. So that means find out the value of work done. So this is the question. So first our aim is to show that given vector field is irrotational. So here we know that a vector field is irrotational when the value of del cross f bar is equal to 0. So this implies that f bar is irrotational. So our aim is to show that this cross product is 0. So first find out the value of del cross f bar, which is defined as I time partial derivative with respect to x of. So value of del cross f bar is the value of determinant. First row is ijk, second row is partial derivative with respect to xyz, and third row is the value of f1, f2, f3. So now here the value of f1 is, this is x plus 2y plus az, then this is z partial derivative with respect to y of, this is bx minus 3y minus z, then k partial derivative with respect to z of, this is 4x plus cy plus 2z. If we try to evaluate this, then we get this as I10. So take the partial derivative of this term with respect to y, which is c, then again take the derivative of this term with respect to z, which is minus 1, then minus j, then take the derivative of this term with respect to x, which is 4, minus derivative of this term with respect to z, which is a, plus k time, take the derivative of this term with respect to x is b, minus derivative of this term with respect to y is 2. Now in this way we get this value, and our aim is to show that so question is if the vector field is irrotational, that means this is irrotational, that means this value is equal to 0. So this indicates that this value is equal to 0, that means this is 0i plus 0j plus 0k. If we compare the unit vector term coefficient, that means compare the coefficient of I term, jj term and kk term, so we get this as c plus 1 is equal to 0, c minus 1 is equal to 0, then this is minus 4 plus a is equal to 0 after taking this minus to the inner side, then this is b minus 2 is equal to 0. So we get this value as c is equal to 1, then a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 2. So these are the values which are related to the constant a, b and c. Now friends, here we find the value of constant a, b, c. Now question is to find out the work done for moving particle between these 2 points. So this is the definition of work done. So for this work done, we require the value of this scalar potential, which is denoted by phi. So our next step is to find out the value of scalar potential. I will just put the value of a here, which is 4, b is 2 and c is equal to 1. So now friends, our next target is to find the value of scalar potential. So here even though we are finding the work done, our need is to find out the scalar potential, then work done is the value between the point P and Q. So where the value of phi, which is given as, so formula for phi is f1 dx, where y and z are constant. So value of f1 from this equation is x plus 2y plus az. So in this first integration, y and z is constant into dx. So we can write this as into dx plus integration of, so this is the value of f2 where terms are free from x. So choose only those terms which are free from x which is minus 3y minus z into dy. Here again z is constant. Now friends, now next integration is f3. So this is the value of f3, but choosing the value of f3, take only those terms which are free from x and y. So here x is available, here is x is available, so 2z into dz. So now in this way we get the value of scalar potential phi. Just find out the integration, which is x square upon 2. In this first integration, y and z is constant, so we can write this as 2xy, this y is constant, then again this is ax z plus this integration here y z is constant, we can write this as minus 3y square upon 2 minus yz plus 2z square upon 2. So here if we try to simplify this, then we get this as x square upon 2 plus 2xy plus axz minus 3 by 2 y square minus yz plus z square. So this is the value of scalar potential phi, but our question is related to the work done. So now here we know that how to find the value of work done. So formula for work done is the value of scalar potential between the point P and Q. So now we can write this value. So this value is x square upon 2 plus 2xy plus axz minus 3 by 2y square minus yz plus z square. Now here friends, the value of this phi between the point P and Q. So this is the first point which is generated by P, and this value is 1, 2, minus 4, and the value of Q is 3, 2 and 2. So after putting the value of x is equal to 3, 2, y is equal to 2 and z is equal to 2, we get one value. After putting the value of this p, we get another value, and finally we get the answer as 28 unit. So friends, this is the fifth and last example of this video lecture. Now let's take some problem for your practice purpose. Now friends, time is to test your knowledge. So for your practice purpose, total 5 examples are given. So question is, show that the following vector fields are irrotational and find the corresponding scalar potential phi. So first question is f bar, which is defined as x square minus yzi plus y square minus zxj plus z square minus xyk. So show that this is irrotational and find the scalar potential. Answer to this scalar potential is x cube by 3 plus y cube by 3 plus z cube by 3 minus xyz. Then second question is f bar, vector field f bar is given as 4xy minus z cube I plus 2x square minus zj plus 3xz square minus yk, which is irrotational, and scalar potential value is 2x square y plus xz cube minus yz. The third question is vector field f bar is given as 2xy e raised to z I plus x square e raised to zj plus x square y e raised to z k, which is again irrotational, and this is the value of scalar potential, which is phi, which is equal to x square y e raised to z. And the second last question is vector field f bar is given as y plus zi plus z plus xj plus x plus yk. Again irrotational, and this is the value of scalar potential. Value of scalar potential is yz plus zx plus xy. And last question is that find the value of this vector field, find the value of scalar potential. The value of vector field f bar is 6xy plus z cube I plus 3x square minus zj plus 3x z square minus y into k. So these are the 5 important questions for your practice purpose. So friends, I hope you people like this lecture. So thanks to all of you for watching this video lecture. Thank you.